How's it going, people? This is Redo and welcome to episode 3 of my Newcastle career mode. So I start off this episode by searching for a striker. There's plenty of strikers that are within my budget because I do have 13 million transfer budget basically and 200,000 wage budget. So I could be targeting players like Jovetic and maybe even Neymar or Lewandowski if I do a player plus cash offer, but I'm looking for a young striker who will develop maybe to 88 or more. So I'll go ahead and approach Borussia Dortmund here and put an offer in of Papi Cisse and 4.5 million for Lewandowski. So let's go ahead and submit that offer, and then I go ahead and sim this friendly match because it's pretty pointless, just a pre-season friendly. I'll win it 2-0, but Santon gets a red card, but I don't think that makes a difference because it was just a friendly. So then I go ahead and advance, and I get a message here. Marveau has got an injury, that is just about it. He's out for 7 days, and Borussia Dortmund come back and say that they want me to raise the cash sum to 11.5 million. I'm not going to pay that when I'm going to give them Cisse as well, because that deal would total over 20 million. And then they come back again, still looking at 11.5 million, and it isn't looking likely here that I'll be able to get Lewandowski for the price I am willing to pay. So I may have to offer a bit more. So there you can see my predicted finish is 8, and my key player is apparently Papi Cisse, who I will be selling anyway. So go ahead and sign up a few youth players here that my scout brought back, and there you can see United are in talks over Schweinsteiger. So then I get a match rescheduled notification, and then I just go ahead and offer the 11.5 million on Cisse for Lewandowski because I am a bit desperate at this point. So then after that I go ahead and advance and get a message from Borussia Dortmund saying that they have accepted the offer as expected. So then I go and negotiate a contract with Lewandowski, saying he's going to be a crucial first team player because he will be playing most of the matches. So then Fiorentina come and make an offer of 10.5 million for Yanga Mbiwa. I really wanted to hold on to him, but I did counter offer 12.5 million because the offer was quite high in the first place, and I could do a lot with 12.5 million, like Matt Hummels and players like that are worth around that. So Lewandowski comes back and declines the contract, so I go and offer a 3-year contract for £105,000 a week, so hopefully he will accept that. And then I get the Fiorentina come back and accept the offer, 12.5 million for Yanga Mbiwa, so I will have to look for a new centre back soon. So I go ahead and advance after this, and I get a message just saying that from Tim Krul, saying that he basically handed in a transfer request, and I'm raging, like I wanted to keep him, so now I'm going to have to buy a new keeper as well. So I need a new striker, a new keeper and a new centre back. So when the money comes in for Yanga Mbiwa, I will have near £30,000 to spend on those 3 positions. So I do have quite a lot to spend, and then I'm going to offer Cisse as well, try and get rid of him. So that's an extra 9 million. So I will be looking for big strikers like Aguero here. So I go ahead and offer him, or offer City 13 million and Papi Cisse, and he also has been in poor form, so might be able to get him for a bit less. I also offer Real Madrid Papi Cisse and £5 million, just in the chance that they might accept that, because Higuain is only 24 and 85 overall, so still has a bit of potential left in him. And the same with Benzema, but I don't offer Madrid money for Benzema just because he is worth a bit more. And then I offer CSK Moscow, or whatever you call them, 3 million on Cisse, and after that I just go ahead and advance again, I think. I have got a game coming up against Spurs at home, so I'll be hoping to win that. And Gareth Bale is an 87 rated player now, I think, in this career mode, so He is one of the world's best players, and he's got a worth of about 40 million. So there you can see I've sold Yanga Mbiwa, so I need a new centre back, and City offer 7 million for Krul, and I just go ahead and accept it because he has handed in a transfer request. So now I'm gonna play this match against Spurs. So it's my first competitive game. So I will want to start off my managerial career with a win. So let's get started with the match. It was actually difficult to get the kits right for this game because I wanted to wear my home kit, but Spurs had all these awkward kits, so could hardly get them to be the opposite of my kit. So it's our first home game as well, so we'll want to start our home games off with a win. And just I want to try out my new signings, Mayuka, Fisher, and Dyer, my centre back. So let's try and impress the fans with our first win of the season. So we'll start off here. Mayuki gets the ball down the left wing. He does a bit of work here and he passes it out to Fisher. He passes it to Ben Arfa, and Ben Arfa scores a wonderful goal here, top corner in the 10th minute. So 1-0 already in the 10th minute. Could this be the start of an amazing career for Zredo? Here's just a replay. Just look at that, right into the top corner. It was off the post. So then an over the top ball through to Mayuka, fields, but then they try to clear it and hits back off Mayuka, and Ben Arfa comes through here, crosses it into Fisher. He hits the bar with that overhead volley, and somehow this goal gets in, and Ben Arfa gets up to 2 goals already, and we're only 30 minutes into the season. So there he's just shushing the crowd. He's just an amazing player by the looks of things. Like, what a start to the season he's having. Fisher here, he feels like a really good dribbler, and he has actually got decent pace. I think his sprint speed and acceleration are 75, but he does feel a bit quicker. There he just dribbled past about 5 players and got the shot away, but Lloris, the world class keeper, was going to make a save there. So then Spurs are on the attack here when Defoe picks up the ball in the final third and passes it through to Bale, but Bale tries to finesse and Krul makes the stop, probably one of his last saves for Newcastle, and then at half time it was 2-0. So it looked like this was going to be quite a comfortable win for Newcastle on my first match of the season. But then we picked the ball up here. Fisher on the left wing should have had a free kick there, but Fisher is playing on. He can just dribble past players so easily. He passes it out here to Santon, who is actually a right-footed left back, and then Fisher crosses it into Mayuka, but he has it way over the bar. And then Spurs come back here on the break, sort of, and then Defoe is bringing it out to the left wing, passes it to Land, who crosses it in, and they do get the goal here, a very dodgy goal. I think it ended up being a Debussy own goal, yeah. So 65th minute, we do concede. It is now 2-1, Newcastle 2, Spurs 1. Just such a bad goal to concede. And then Dempsey here on the left wing, he sort of does this cross into Dembele, and he hits it on the volley. He shoulders it down, then hits it in the volley, and what a goal by Dembele. It's just like one of those goals you'd score in real life, like just hitting it down and then just on the volley, just bottom corner. What a goal! You can see it again here. That's already one of the best goals of the season. Mayuka picks up the ball here in the Newcastle half, but he does get tackled, and then it comes back out to Fisher. Mayuka here with an acrobatic attempt, and it doesn't work out. And then just more pressure here by Newcastle on Spurs. Fisher here almost getting the shot away and then just getting tackled, and just it wasn't our day. Our second half wasn't any good anyway. And then Lennon crossed it in here, and I think that was Adebayor. Tried to get his head in that ball, but he couldn't. And finally there was just a corner in the 90th minute, and we just cleared the ball away here, and the referee blew his whistle. So 2-2 against Spurs. I suppose it wasn't bad, but we were 2-0 up, so it was just bad to go 2 goals up and then end up drawn. So there you can see the other scores very quickly, and the board just messaged me about the sale of Tim Krul, and I decided to sell him. They were saying that it is up to me, but already added him to the transfer list and nearly have a deal done with City. So now I'm looking to buy a new goalkeeper, or sorry, centre back. So one of my main targets would be Matt Hummels because he is 23 and 85 overall, I think. So I'll be able to get him up to the 90 mark if he does stay with the club. Yeah, 23 overall and 80, or 23 years old and 85 overall. And also Varane, only 19 years old at 81 overall, so he can definitely reach that 90 mark. So I just go and offer 12 million, what they were asking for Varane, and then I go and offer Krul plus 12 million for Hummels because they were asking for at least 18 million because he did have a while left on his contract, I think. But it was sort of stupid offering Krul because I nearly had a deal done with City for Krul, so now I'm looking for a new keeper as I'm selling Krul. So just a young keeper below 24 years old and overall at least 75. So I go and offer 9 million, I think, no, 10 million for Bert Leno, the Bayer Leverkusen goalkeeper. He's only 20 years old at 80 overall, so he definitely has a lot of potential in him. And then just looking for a bit for more strikers here, and then you can just see the amount of people I've made offers for, and none of them have been successful yet. So I'm getting a bit desperate. And then Neymar here only has a value of 20 million, so it would be good to get him. So offer Santos 15 million plus Cisse, and it would be difficult for them to reject that because it was such a high offer. Because I think he's been in bad form or something. Because normally his overall would be higher than that, and his value would be higher than that. So Lewandowski rejects his contract again. CSKA Moscow accept the offer, and then I counter offer 10 million to Atletico Madrid for Krul, and the same for Liverpool. So I do sort of regret accepting the offer from City of only 7 million because I could have probably got 10 million or so for Krul. So there you can see Bayern are looking Mata, and I definitely should have got Lewandowski because I did offer him very high wages, like 105,000 a week, and he was just on 80,000 a week. So I don't see why you'd ever turn that down if you were a footballer. And they even turned down 120,000, which I think I eventually offered him. So then we return to Hummels here and go ahead and make an offer. We're gonna try and offer a player here, but I don't think there is anyone left to offer because I've already sold all of the players that I think I'm going to sell anyway, and I've already offered Cisse for other players. So I just go ahead and offer the £16 million for Hummels, which is quite a high amount for centre back. So thank you for watching, and please remember to like, subscribe and comment. So just subscribe so you can keep up with the episodes which I will be releasing soon. Bye.